13 of the NFL. And all eyes are on Jameson Williams. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Cards and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retract. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Messina. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Messina. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Hands it off out of the gun. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Back to throw. Messina. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first.
I know they got the first down. But, Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? We've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The Cardinals at 10-2 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat. And they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
22 yards there, a first down. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise,
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 6 yards away. And the Cards are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it winds up to the touchdown for Arizona. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend. And it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
He's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake. Messina. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown, Chicago! A.J. Brown, 66 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's another first down. I'm going to be a gain of 21 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Messina.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
The 40.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Messina. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, Messina, and he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Messina. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got him in, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we reach halftime here in a 10.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a score. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Looking to throw. Messina. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Back to throw. Messina. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Bears! A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 75. And the Bears are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Lots of look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it throws incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jamison Williams,
27 yards.
And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Looking to throw on second down. Messina, his throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That pass caught. It's Williams on the move past the 40.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, he didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Man, give that one a break and get on out there and play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. Messina. Man open left side is Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Messina escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
He's back to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball,
about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got this